certainly can't speak for everybody, but it was more of a realization for me that love was a constant, and it was something that you can summon up in different degrees and manipulate in the best sense to make appropriate for this person. This way of loving is appropriate for this person, and try to understand that person. I think it includes empathy first and then response, empathy, response. And I grew up in that whole world where things were thought of as opposites. And so there was love versus, or love and hate, or anger. You couldn't love somebody and be angry at the same time. And a poet, dear friend, poet Mary Ruefle, said to me one time, you know, I'm really all mixed up. And she said, but I don't mean by that confused, I mean by that blenderized. And I thought that's a lovely way to go, to try to get rid of that war that goes on inside and separation, and just say, well, that's all sitting in there. And maybe it's all fairly constant, and how do you draw on one or another, and at what time? And so even if my sense is, I'd like to think, even if I'm feeling even more one way or another, frustrated, confused, depressed, sorrowful, grief-ridden, angry, furious, that I don't forget that love it doesn't take off and hide until those go away and then come back. It's there, and it's there for the ready. And I'm responsible to it. You know, I'm responsible.
When I said the deepest love, we were talking about, you know, that love that parents share with their children. And, you know, I know that my own experience of having a child has put me into a realm of experiencing love at a level that I'd never anticipated existed. And so I work very hard to try to express that to my child. But I know that when I run into situations where that is not expressed, but yet it exists and it's real, and those parents are unable to express it to their children, or their children are unable to hear it, or in the case of romantic relationships when that doesn't occur, it seems to me that kind of unexpressed energy is the most painful thing to witness and the most painful kind of thing to exist with. And so that's why I want to explore it in the novel that I'm working on now, is what does it mean to love, and what does it mean to not express it, and is it ever not expressed?